I need to mute these Discord pings. All right, well, let me get these two started. This time for realsies, I will have it here for you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Super apologies to players. And again, that white background will go away once Flux hits the first Tetris. Let me go ahead and mute this window. There we go. So that way that doesn't happen again. Because Discord is having a problem for me too after that crash. Now it doesn't want to work. So I had to go to the browser version in order to get this going. And yep, I knew it. I friggin' knew it. Friggin' come on. I knew it. Alex T, you son of a bitch. I knew that was gonna happen. No, Akatu. Alright. Both players survived the drought that was occurring. Flux would have been so pissed. Like, bro, that first seed was so good. Why are you doing this to me, bro? But now we're underway. We are up and running. Both players have boards under control, and we got some Tetris happening. This is Division 1A of the Classic Tetris League. I am the host. It is the king of the Restreams, the Kingsman. You're watching Phloxae and Akatu fight for their CTL lives, as potentially one of them could be heading into relegation zone. And in CTL Division 1, there are two types of relegations. There is the playoff relegation, where you get a second chance to play a Division 2 player that is in the promotion area. The two of you battle it out in the best-of-7 playoff to determine who will take that seat. And then the other one here in Division 1, which was reinstated a few seasons ago by request of players, the auto relegation, which means that if you finish in last place of this division, you are sent back down to Division 2, where you got to work your way back up once more to be in the premier division of CTL. Let's see Flux with some interesting maneuvers. Dirty Tetris for Flux. 215 to Akatu's 195. Akatu with the better stack. Get that nice tall left being built out. Long bar on the right to score. As chased back into this game, only down about 3,000 points. Flux at 221, Akatu at 219. Am I rescheduling? Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, he just messaged me. So sorry, Winter. Your hypeness is gonna have to hold off a little bit longer, because this man is terrible with scheduling, and I mean it's no shock. Right? There's no shock there. We got a VITS that is pending. There we go. Akatu finally will get the VITS completed. The war crime has been ended. So there will be no Alex T versus Winter, nor Alex T versus Peak tonight. That'll have to get rescheduled. Yeah, can you do that, please, Winter? B3B rollover on him. You might still lose anyway, but at least you made him work for it, right? So we'll look to try to get some sub games going on there. I believe Cole and Cobra are looking to go tonight, but the timing on that might be difficult now. So Cole and Cobra, if you guys are around, I don't know. I'll talk to you after the stream. We'll see if we can get that worked out. I almost hit remove friend from Alex there by accident. Or was it accident? All right, 396 for Akatu, 435 for the Phloxae. Toogie's in the chat. Surely he can afford to hire a personal assistant at this point. Surely he can, but his mother is busy. Mom, can you schedule my CTL matches? The King's always like in my DMs, and I just can't keep up with my appointments. You know, I'm the back world champion, and I just, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be me, you know. I can't be sitting around trying to schedule everybody. That's too much work. Ma, can you do it for me? Thanks, Ma. Yeah. Where's my meatloaf? Top player privilege, Tugi, right? That's some TPP right there. What we have right here is a friggin' good one. 574 to 535. Flux potentially could get this transition to 600K. Akatu will go to 560. Very good game to open. And Flux will hit 598. Probably could have done it, had an extra burn to get, but you know, sometimes those achievements aren't all that it's cracked out to be, especially when you are fighting for your CTL life. In this one, this is Flux's final game of the season. It's all out of her hands after this point. Currently sitting at 1-4, 6th spot of the division, 68% relegation chance. Which basically means that, you know, unless we can beat Akatu to get out of this number 6 spot, it's going to be crazy to try to stay away from ID Kirby as well, who has 3 matches in hand, but Kirby's matches certainly are not easy. He's got Akatu, Alice, and Blue Scooty, so you know that Akatu match is going to be huge, depending on the outcomes of the Alice and Scooty matches. Tetris for Flux will go to 793, 790 now for Akatu with the back-to-back jacks. Is back in this one. It is less than 3,000 points. The difference, and another Tetris for both. It is neck and neck. It is tight as hell. Anybody's ball game here for the opener, game number 1. And you certainly can definitely think that this one could go the distance. We could see this go all 5 games. That's how good both of these players are. That's how good the Tetris is going to be. Tetris again, Akatu, and we'll get the back-to-back jack again. Goes to 910, has taken the lead by about 50,000 points. Flux gets the Tetris, and another one equals the back-to-back jacks to now be less than a Tetris behind at 22,000 points. We got ourselves a ball game. Oh, Akatu, saw that face there. Not happy with that adjustment. The bar timing, terrible. And now he's going to make a bar dependency. Trying to see if we can get a bar down the center to open up. But we got a drought. Drought has formed. Oh, again, Akatu just closing up that well when the bar was about to come. Go to level 27 for Akatu, level 26 for Flux. Flux has got another Tetris, has taken the lead back. It's about a 1.75 Tetris lead, so less than 2 in front. Akatu in the middle of cleanup. He knows, can't worry about the score right now. I got to clean this up. 29 is looming. You do not want to have a board like this going into 29. And he's burning it all away back to the bottom. Flux, a Tetris, now has a 100,000 point lead. 3 Tetrises in her favor. The max out has been obtained on Phloxae's side. Akatu will Tetris in for the max out and go to level 29. Here we go. First one to get there is the finest Finn. Fighting tooth and nail to keep alive a Tetris to get it closer. Less than 2 behind. Flux, a couple of holes in the stack. Can't Tetris right now. Akatu opens up Peekayric. There's a Tetris. 1.111 on the score for Akatu. Both of them on level 20, fighting it out. Akatu goes to 31, excuse me. Flux again, still some trouble on this board. Akatu, safety triple, no bar in sight. There's a drought occurred again. Burning it down, has to burn away. We're over 25 pieces on the drought. Flux now experiencing it, and a Hangarang J is a problem. Get the square over. But another Hangarang J. 23,000 point lead for Flux. Oh, Akatu! Akatu! No! Waiting for the bar! Waited for the bar to come for a triple, and it didn't. The friggin' droughts again, man. 1.173 edges at 1.149. Phloxae's 23,000 points is the. It starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. J and the long bar will be our opening pieces, with a T followed after that, confirming that SPS has been initiated. And we're underway. What a game, number one. Fantastic. Fan-friggin-tastic. Tells you what's at stake here for Division 1. Again, those just coming in, both players are trying to fight for survival of the division, trying to stay out of relegation zone. And with Kirby sitting in the bottom at the moment, but has the most matches still to go between all three of these players. You know, 2 out of the 3 are going to be somewhere in that spot. So this is a match that will determine really what Kirby would need to do and what Akatu still will have to do. Akatu is down to his last 2 matches. This is one. And his final match will be against Kirby. So once Kirby gets Blue Scooty and Knight out of the way, then we'll settle it between the 2 of them. And see which one could potentially be in the bottom spots. But Akatu, destiny in hand at the moment, needs a win against Flux to distance himself. This is Flux's last match. So if Flux ends up losing this one, she's going to be stuck in the bottom 2. Would still have opportunity to stay in number 6 should Kirby not pick up any wins. And she does have a head-to-head over Kirby for this season, as they've already played and she was victorious. But, you know, anything goes. So, you know, Flux must get this win here in order to force Akatu to beat Kirby no matter what, to have a chance at avoiding the 7th spot. There are 7 players in this division. The top 3 go to championships. Potentially the 4th and 5th may go to a wildcard spot depending on the amount of points earned. So Akatu technically still sitting favorably in there. We'll look at the division a little bit later after the match. 255 for Akatu, 199 for Flux. We're in the early days, nearing the halfway point of this level 18. And while they are getting underway, you could also remember to help out with the match arena. I believe coupon codes are finished, maybe? I don't know. But you can head on over there, go to CTL Season 32 for the match arena. If there is a coupon code left, it wasn't that many, there were 4 on the previous stream, so we should be just about caught up there. But at least give directly to the prize pool. You know, we want to give these Division 1 players some money, even though these 2 players may or may not be receiving any of those funds. At the end of the day, we're trying to help out all Division 1 players, especially those that will go to the playoffs, because that's who makes the money. No rules are that we will pay out the top 4. Anything under $2,000, that will be top 4 money being thrown at them. Anything above 2,000 will then go to the top 8. So it is rewarding. Last season we were able to do that for the first time. Top 8 got their money. So with your support out there, you could help continue to grow that. $200 is what we're sitting at right now, and not gonna lie, with 2 weeks left to go, I'm a little disappointed. Little disappointed that we're sitting at $200 when CTL for the last 9 seasons has been at $1,000 or more. So, you know, help that price pool grow so that way we won't have to do any heavy lifting towards the end. Let's get that money in there. Whether you put $5, $10, $20, $500, it doesn't matter, man. Put some money in there. Show your support for all your Classic Tetris friends. 434 to 514. Akatu with a nice lead. Going to try to maintain that as we are past the Joey Parker turn. And while these 2 players are about to get to transition, King's going to go ahead and start putting in those other matches. We got 2 Division 2 matches coming up. It's going to be Doodle and Tetris time taking on Jordan. Small Jordan going to be doing double duty today. Ah, of course. I need to open this first and then close it. Jeez, man. There we go. See, you got money in there. Thank you so much. I knew you'd come through. We'll check out who that was in a moment. Got transition already. Akatu 676. My God, I didn't realize what kind of a game he had. Holy shnikes, that was a monster game. Monster score on level 18 for Akatu. Already at 700k on level 19, about to go to 20. Yeah, there you go. There's a Tetris Akatu. Sheesh. He's coming back with a vengeance. After giving away that first game like that, not really giving it away, but the back and forth, and felt like maybe he was in the lead at right towards the end. But he's making a statement right now. 7 Tetris lead, 200,000 points in front of Flux, and there's no stopping him right now. He is absolutely locked in. 808, add another Tetris. We'll go to 834 on level 21, and another Tetris. 862, Akatu. Wow. A little bit of a slowdown now for Akatu is board maintenance, but there's another Tetris. We'll get to 897 on level 23. Potential for a level 24 max out brewing. Welcome in, Leo. What's up, brother? Where you been, man? Look at Akatu, bro. He is friggin' locked in. 938 on level 24. This is monster score. Phlox, meanwhile, in trouble. I don't know that left side. That left side, yes, did get a roll. These rolls. But that's going to be a hangarang there, and that'll do it. Phlox at 755. Not going to go any further. Akatu, Tetris. It'll be a level 25 max out. Akatu, you may finish this out. Go right ahead. This is a monster score. Please go ahead and finish this. But we're going to give a hard over to the Fidus Finn on the right side. Is going to tie this one up after the very, very fun, exciting game number 1 ending. This one, no problemo. He made this easy peasy. Yeah, this place is crazy. $1.213 for Akatu. I don't think going to be able to get a 1.3. Can get one last Tetris in, and there it is. We're so up high. Oh my God, Akatu! Wow, Akatu! Holy crap! So high up, and was able to get those bars over on the right side. Brought this all the way back down. Those are 29 death-defying movements. Sheesh. T-spin on level 29. My God. Some people can't even hit T-spins on level 12, and he's hitting the 129 speed. I don't know what Akatu's level 39 PB is. And it won't go any further than that. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris, the new seed was 27F05C. And both players have it correct because we got the T, the S, and the L all coming down beautifully. Let's take a look. I think it was season 29. No, Dapai versus Critical Lapis. That was that one. And Bland and Alejo was season... I would say Bland Alejo. Easy and Yati were season 30. Where's Flux here? Where's season... Giovanni, Salted Sofa. Akatu, season 25. I heard it. Season 27. Oh, I guess Phlox was... Yeah, I see who it was. He who shall not be named. That's who you played. I see that now. Season 27. If you're on the CTL Discord, you go check it out. He who shall not be named. Turkey was once a runner-up as well. 5 for $10 to anyone who can name who I lost to. Let's see. You know, you think the king should know this because it's his organization, but I certainly don't know. And I don't think Moo... Actually, Moo was keeping the history there, right? I don't even know. Let me see. Well, while that's going on, players are keeping things under control, sort of. Akatu's going to have to burn away a little bit, but his rolling is so good, he can afford to be risque with this height of the board. Tetris Akatu. 213 to 170 at another Tetris. Akatu will go to 193, and Flux will keep that about a 2 Tetris lead. You were keeping the history back of it. Yeah, I don't know why is my scroll bar not working. God, I gotta get a mouse, man. Laptop keyboard can suck it. Let's see. It would have been early, back in the early days, right? Tell me it was Vischer. Tell me it was Vischer. That'd be funny if it was. If anybody remembers who that was. But I finished in 3rd, 4th one season. Look at that. After I beat Wide. Then I lost to Odin, who was Division 6 at the time. You can believe that. Let's see here. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. There's a lot of history I'd have to go through. Vischer, a Champion Summit winner back in the day. That was in season 13. God. Feels like a lifetime ago. Where is Tuguinho? I don't see your name here. Unless I have to really go further back. And there was that point where it was 6-7. No puns intended there, but it was the 6-7. I know definitely when I took over, you were not in there. So it definitely has to be like in the early days. 492 for Phlox, 436 for Akatu. It is a 2.5 Tetris lead in favor of the Phenoms champion of Tetris Friendlies, Phloxae. Coming in and stealing the belt from Juji K. You believe that. All right, let's go to season 8. Tugi, yes, season 8. That was the 3-5 division. Final standings. Oh my God. I see it now. Wow, that is a blast from the past too. I won't say it in case anybody here would like to try to guess it. We'll give a few minutes. But yeah, it is a name that you don't hear anymore in this community. So they're gone, bro. He went to Dr. Mario and was helping to build that in the beginning with another player who shall not be named, I guess, sometimes. They went to go start like the Dr. Mario thing and the speedrunning weekly thing, and then that got taken over by the true Dr. Mario people. But Tetris for Flux at 654. Akatu's already on level 19 at 584. Tetris Flux 678. Gotta just flip the script on Akatu. Akatu had that 670 high score in level 19 the last game. Now Flux matches it and says, I could do it too, buddy. So they both trade near 700k transitions on level 18. Akatu gain number 2, Phloxae here in gain number 3. But the score is still pretty tight. Akatu with some brilliant tucks to stay within 2 Tetrises behind on Phlox. Yeah, Season 8 it was for Tugi. Finished in 2nd place of the Champions Summit, only to lose to the winner, whose name is Benji. My God, Benji. Where are you now? 753, Akatu gets a Tetris to go to 782, brings this down to a 68,000 point lead, but Phlox will hit another Tetris to go to 879. Phlox on that same threshold perhaps could max out on level 25. Akatu going to get that triple on the left side. That was huge. Board state for Akatu not in the best. Just trying to find ways to burn that. Did not go with the Lombard flat. That might have been a problem. That might have been the bad move there. I think he needed to go Lombard flat. And that'll be it. Might have been a misdrop, misroll, whatever you want to call it. But Phlox at 977. You can play this one out too. Because that is a nice score you got going on. And let's see if we can get a max out. Come on, where's the max? Where's the bar, bro? Where's the bar? Good roll. So, oh! Just missed a dirty triple. Oh. Akatu needs this points. Phlox wants to win to distance herself away from that bottom. Certainly doesn't want to go to relegation city. So Phlox, all the chips in her hand right now. You folks call them crisps. Although I don't think you call them that for like poker chips or whatever. It's all in Phloxae's hands right now. She can get this win. She'll earn a big 6 points. Those 6 points will push her to 15. We'll go past Alice for 4th place at the moment. Alice has one more match to go, and that is against ID Kirby, which should get played sometime this week. As Kirby has 3 matches at hand, still the most out of any of the members of this division. We're going to get another player completed tonight, Critical Lapis, who is sitting in the 3rd spot right now at 18 points and has a huge match tonight against the 4-0 SV, Mr. Sam Vaughn. The two will clash there. Sam looks to try to mirror last season's performance, where he went undefeated until he had to face Scooty. Scooty still has SV as well as ID Kirby left to go. Scooty 12-0 has not dropped a game at all. Match record is 4-0 overall. So perfect season from the Scoots. Former 5-time back-to-back CTL champion. And has been in the CTL championships, I think, the last 8 seasons. He has won 5 out of those. He has lost the last 2. Only to Pixelandy, who ended the streak, and Alex T last season in the thrilling finale. They went to the decider. That's the thing. Scooty's lost in a decider both of those times. Season 11, 4 out of the 4-5 summit had some crazy names: Raptor, Sidnev, Yusef, Puppy Ball, Tetris Time, Coolio, Andre, and Mudus. The chairman of the board was returned. Tux, can you believe that Moo might almost get into Division 4? He might make the playoff. He kind of blew his chances, I think, at the auto promotion with the reverse sweep loss to Khan. But nonetheless, he has a chance at playoff promotion, I believe. I think he's going to get that. He beat you 2 out of 3 games in Newark today. But you were playing keyboard Newark, weren't you? It's not the same, bro. I mean, so I beat him a couple of times. Losing that crazy game I should have maxed out, but whatever. Score check for these players is 357 for Phloxae, 351 for Akatu. Flux gets a Tetris as well as Akatu, so the Tetris difference is pretty much the same. Flux and Akatu again hitting those long bars when they're coming in the sequence. Yes, you're right. I should take my own advice. You're absolutely right, Thomas. Never let the facts get in the way of good stories. You are 100% correct. And you can see Akatu, the frustration there. Misdrop the ZPs. And now it's back to burning. To burn a number of lines in order to fix this up. We're at 110 lines on Akatu's side, 106 lines for Flux. Screen checking it out, trying to see how much of the score lead does she have. She's 3 Tetrises up on Akatu, 499 to 431. Flux looking to finish this one out and get this huge, huge win. Akatu not going to be sunk yet. If he loses this one, he will earn a point. We'll get him to 10. But he wants to distance himself as well, too, from Kirby. So a win here. So a win for either player will certainly help their case to stay closer and closer away from that number 7 spot and force Kirby to have to push it. Kirby must win at least 2 out of the next 3 matches, and it is not against easy opponents. So, including the one match here against Akatu. All right, we have moved on now to transition. It is Flux, 591 with 3 more lines to go. Akatu's already on level 19 with all those burns. Here we go. Flux is joined now at 616. Another good score on Phloxae's side. 641 to 581, about a 2 1/4 Tetris lead in favor of the Flux. One of the rising stars of the British UK Tetris scene. The Flux beyond the Kingsman 5. Or is she too cracked already? Akatu was too cracked. He couldn't make it. He was way too cracked already. I couldn't put him on. Too damn good. Is Flux in that same boat? You'll find out at the end of the month, February 27th. King reveals the next Phase 5. Can't wait, man. Busy couple of weeks here for the Tetris Friendlies family. Got the super shows coming up. 8 epic matches. The UK will finally find out who's the best Tetris player there when the championship is on the line. Talk about that on the Monday show. I am once again requesting a 2 crackle. You already have it. What are you talking about? Oh, you want one of the... Yeah, you're right. We should do that. You're right. Thank you for my... Can you ping me in the Discord? So I'll forget later. Ping me in the Discord, Winter. That's the only way I'll remember, right? That's how you got your VIP role here. You have to ping me. I will forget. 778 for Akatu. Tetris to go less than half a Tetris behind on Flux. 826 to 809. This game all of a sudden has gotten really tight as hell. Akatu would love to send it to the decider, get that extra 1 point at the most, right? Love to walk away with 2 points at the very least. Every point is going to make a difference. Every point is going to matter here at the end of the season. Flux looking to close it out, get those big 6 points and separate her even further from the pack. Could leapfrog Alex with the win here, and we are in trouble for Akatu! And that'll be it. Tough break. Phloxae smiling over there, knows that that's a big, big win at 9:30. Of course, play it out. You are now gonna say game 4 is no more. And you will take the game in the match. GG's to both players. Akatu, you can see the frustration on him. He's not happy. He knows that that could have gone a lot better. Especially after his monster game number 2. He unfortunately was just 20,000 points short of winning game number 1 in the 29 screen. But Phloxae holds on, and that is a huge, huge 6 points for her. So congratulations and GG's. Time for me to try to go report this properly. Well done. 1,086,000 points. There we go. That's the right one. I don't know why I keep pressing that other one. I gotta have to move that out of the way. That's the right scene. Congratulations to Flux. Let's fix the camera up better. I like this much better. A winner is you. Well done. We got a Guitar Hero controller in the back. Let's friggin' go. Hell yeah. I love it.
Have a winter in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, away we go. What should be a good one here. Square tuck executed very well by Sidnev. Both players similar stacks, waiting for this bar. Finally, both players getting their first Tetris. But Sidnev has been perfect through 4 lines, 1 Tetris. Some nifty tuck setups from Sidnev, who is probably one of Tetris's best pace, like capable at pacing the best, I should say. Along with, I'd say Guafi would be another one. Both players have, I believe, a perfect game from 18 through the was it through max? I think through the 29. I could be mistaken, but I know at least through all of 18. Sidnev very good at playing like an AI who's like perfect at placing pieces. And Winter, not too shabby either here. Currently 119, 160 though for Sidnev at 29 and 27 lines respectively. But yeah, this is crazy. I actually haven't seen if Sidnev has done any burns yet. I'm thinking maybe not. Hang on. 18206 7221 38 lines. No, there have been a couple of burns, but there's a Vitz. And back-to-back Tetrises, basically 252, 210. Line difference a little on the ahead in the future for Sidnev, so that lead is certainly a lead, but maybe only about a 1.5 Tetris lead. So Winter keeping up here. Both players set up for Tetris. Beautiful looking stacks for both players. And there's the bar and the S-spin for Winter. Tetris behind right there. Oh, a Vitz there. That was a great adjustment from Winter. That smirk says it all right there, too. Winter knows. She knows. She's like, yeah, that was fun. 305, 321. Now it's Winter who's ahead in the line count by about 4 lines. But actually, you know, we're talking, I'd say about a 2 Tetris difference. Whereas playing very cleanly, as you would expect from a pair of Div 1 players. $368 to $350. There's a Tetris for Sidnev to go to $391. About 25 lines away from the turn as these players are just kind of working through these 18 sequences, trying to maintain as much efficiency as possible. CTL does have a level 39 line cap, so obviously your best chance at kind of getting and having a early lead right here in the 18 speeds. I mean, it sounds super obvious, right? But because you have limited lines to work with, efficiency still is the name of the game when it comes to high level competitions. And those leads do translate, I think, probably empirically do translate into pretty strong advantages when it comes to putting pressure on and essentially maintaining the lead. It changes how you approach 19 and 29. There's certainly room to work with, though, when it comes to being behind a little bit. You just don't want to be too far behind in the 18 speeds. These players are, in fact, now at the turn. Sidnev ahead about 5 lines in the future, currently at 519. Winter, though, has kind of caught back up, 535, now in the lead and behind the line count. So another Vitz set up. Boy, if this was a Vitz-a-thon, we would be probably like at count of 4 already. It'd probably be like 2 to 4 or 5, pretty close to even. I've seen lots of Vitzes so far in the game number 1. Sidnev cleaning up some traffic here. Might decide to build, yep, gonna build column 9, waiting for the right pieces. Has a W shape hole there, an I dependency, sets up for a T-spin, gets the T, T-spin, I don't know, it's I, T, whatever, you know, T's and I's, right? You turn a T sideways, it's an I. 575, 630 for Winter, so 654 to 605, couple of fantastic transitions for both players into the level 19 speeds. About a 2 Tetris difference now, 2 to 3 Tetris difference, as Sidnev had that little bit of slowdown at the end of 18. So Winter did more than just kind of keep pace and has now taken the lead. Beautiful looking stack here into 27 into 20, 683 for Sidnev. Very, very strong scores for both players, but Winter really just having a very strong 18 and 19 right now. Trying to stay efficient here. Board starting to climb, but there's the bar for the Tetris. Good skim to set up for another one, and another Tetris to go to 832, 763 for Sidnev. Who's going to build one off the bottom here for Winter. There it is, Tetris. I'll go ahead and just keep this one off the bottom. Oh, hang of the L has been a theme of my restreams lately. Just a lot of L hangs. Don't know why. But that's gonna slow Winter down a bit. That does give Sidnev here with this Tetris a chance to get the lead if the bar would ever come. Gonna take the safety triple bar Tetris. Now in the lead, 884. 180 lines in, 873 for Winter, who's still burning. Might try to set up column 2. Dirty 3 off the bottom. There it is. Tetris is still set up for another potential dirty. There's another dirty for Winter. Dirty center wells at that, so all kinds of messy, but like, you know, in a good way. Oh my goodness. 948. There's the max for Sidnev, who's now taking this lead. 60,000 point lead, 198 lines in. Both players. So a 2 Tetris lead for Sidnev, as that slowdown was very costly, was down about 2 Tetrises, now up 2 Tetrises for Sidnev, as we are quickly approaching kill screen and the second transition, where the speed gets pretty crazy. And only rollers can really kind of keep up, with some exceptions. There's a couple of tappers who can play for a bit. There's a Tetris for Sidnev to go to 1.1. There's a max for